I got that from when I was on Dr. Phil too. It's like you got the woman who's there and she understands what her husband does. I think probably I don't know, maybe I get the same vibe. I don't know for fact.
Was she working there the entire time, you think?
Who, Robin?
No. I mean, I'm Dr. Phil's wife.
Yeah, Robin McGraw. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay.
I think what happened was like you got to remember that there's this progression. Like Dr. Phil wasn't always Dr. Phil, right?
Yes.
Like during the 70s, nobody knew who the fuck he was, right? Until he went on Oprah and started becoming a regular on Oprah. That's when he started to take off. That's when they gave him his own TV show, and he's the Dr. Phil that we know.
Basically made him.
Right. And so as soon as he starts coming up in the ranks, as soon as he's like somewhat of a let's just say minor, he's major now, but like a minor TV celebrity, that's when someone like Robin or whoever else, if your wife is like kind of, I say jealous of your success, but like wants to have some kind of I think it's not so much jealousy as it is about control.
Yeah.
That like he doesn't know what he's doing. So I'm going to step in and take care of these things because this is how it ought to be. Like she knows better.
And that could go so bad. So
I don't think it's so much jealousy, although people will probably disagree with me.
It depends on who it is, right?
I think it comes from more of a place of insecurity on the woman's part. They're thinking, oh, well, he's such a buffoon. He'll never know what to do. He needs a woman's help in this. And so I'm going to help him save him from himself is what it really comes down to. And it's just based on insecurities more than anything else. Right. And so like people always wonder why doesn't Rollo bring his wife on or have something like that? Because first of all, she's completely uninterested in doing anything like this. And the other thing is like, she knows that I know what the fuck I'm doing when it comes to this stuff too. Yeah, so like if I go and I make the thumbnail I did today with Dean Withers on that thumbnail, she's not going to go, why did you put this kid on there going like that? She already knows that I'm going to do it because it's a face and it's got a shock on it and it's guaranteed to get eyes on the screen, right?
Yeah. So it's like me having a finance show and then saying my wife does our finances at home.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's actually big when I talk to guys.
Yeah,
if your significant other is on your ass about how you're investing or using their money, she doesn't trust you.
You know, it was funny when I was a recruiter in Tokyo, that would be the final boss. Usually when you're talking about the web of different things, you're talking about from the candidate side, when you're hiring somebody to a company, if you forget to basically see if they're whipped or not before you start the interview process with them, if you determine they're whipped, you got to include the wife within the conversation earlier rather than later. Sometimes even bring her out to dinner with all three of you.
Yeah, to make sure that she's the one that's not dominating the conversation when you're talking.
Yeah, you don't want her to be the final boss, and all of a sudden you got all this work done, and then she just
I know. Well, as you guys both
not quite like that, but sure. Okay.
As you guys both know, I used to work in wine and spirits, and the guy I used to work for, I can say his name, Dave Vandeveld. He was the guy that was the principal guy, I guess, at Kettle One, and then they split off, and then he started Van Gogh Vodka, and he became an importer exporter, and we had other portfolio brands as well. And during the time that I knew him, he was married, and then he got into a really nasty divorce, right? And his ex-wife ended up taking a lot of money out of his bank account, and to the point where she didn't get it, but she was trying to get partial like ownership of his companies because he had more than one. And I'm glad to say that didn't happen because he had good legal. He paid a lot of money, but he didn't lose the business. But the thing is the damage is done. Yeah. Because what happens is if he wants to start a new product or if he wants to start a new partnership or some sort of collab with somebody or a new distributor or something like that, now he has to fight against this idea that he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing when it comes to getting married. So if he wants to he had a girlfriend too, like if he wants I'm going to get remarried again, people like guys who have got burned because he almost filed bankruptcy because of his divorce. They're not going to be an angel investor in any future projects with him because of his personal situation, because he couldn't fucking get his bitch in pocket, right? Yep. And so, and so now that guy suffers because he's a chump, because he might be alpha as fucking everything else he does, but if she's the power behind the throne, then he's sort of beholden to her, and he's making his ultimate financial decisions are not based on what he thinks is going to benefit him and benefit the company. It's going to be what's going to shut this bitch up. Yeah. Right? And And so I was privy to at least 2 or 3 different meetings where like he didn't get a deal because they didn't want to deal with it because he was going through his divorce at that time, and they didn't want to have anything to do with him.
That's brutal. Yeah. It's like double whammy there because
it's rough. Yeah, man. That shit will follow you, man. People don't think that. Like when they're reading the book and everything, like, oh, Roland's going to show me how to get bitches. No, I'm going to show you how to avoid shit like that.
Yeah.
How to have the mindset so it's not just about like people want to say the red pill is just like it's just those pickup artists and game and stuff like that. No, man, it is way more than that. And it's life skills, it's social skills, it's money muscles game, right? It's
there's so many sections
so
in the red
much
pill.
more to it, right? I mean, like when people ask me, and I got this from the CBS people too, like when had them. I was doing the prelim interviews with these guys. They were like, "Oh, Rolla, what's the red pill?" I'm like, "Jesus, how much fucking time do you have?" Right?
You have 10 hours
because it's a college major, man. It's not a bumper sticker, and that's what they want is a bumper sticker.